Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Transformers Devastation. I've actually been playing quite a ways into the game since I last actually did a video, and it's kind of late in the day to be recording right now, given the amount of time it's going to take to end up processing the video, usually, depending on how long this video ends up being. I know there's not much more to this particular chapter, but either way, I've been, like, all the way up to Chapter 4 at this point, and I've played, and I've gotten some new weapons and stuff, and just figured a few more things out. Probably not enough to actually do anything with it, but let's get going. Oh yeah, I've also switched out from Wheeljack to the Red Alert skin for Sideswipe, which, yeah, I understand the idea behind giving Sideswipe a Red Alert skin, but given that their character models were so drastically different, I mean, it's neat, but it's not neat enough, and he really needed a red helmet. I mean, the black helmet is toy accurate, but he needed a red helmet. So let's just get going. We beat Scrapnel already, out of the 3 Insecticons, who seem not to be the same Insecticons that one would have known from the G1 show. They were labeled as, like, ancient Insecticons, so they're not part of the regular Decepticon crew for whatever reason. Not that they ever were in the original show, but these aren't even like those Insecticons either. They are part of the ship, part of the crew type of nonsense. Which is a shame, because they have Michael Bell here. He could have actually done the voice of Bombshell. In fact, that's something pretty significant I'm noticing as I'm playing through the game. Is that there's some dissonance between what voice actors they have and what voice actors they use for which roles. It's just like, I know Frank Welker played quite a few roles in the original Generation 1 cartoon as it stands, but as apparently they only got him in to do Megatron and Soundwave. I didn't bother having him do Mixmaster or Frenzy or Rumble, which we haven't seen at this point, but we probably will see later. I've actually looked up the cast for the most part on this game, just to see who did what and if they did anything important. And it just seems like there's a lot of wasted potential with all the voice actors that they managed to gather for this game. And some of the voice actors that, while were alive and capable of being in this game, weren't. But, we'll get to that as we go along. Yay, I always wanted to drive off into a pit. Also, I just ate some pizza, because we have some pizza that I can eat. And my voice, my throat is all kinds of at the moment. So, yeah. Also, I'm trying to be a little bit more energetic with these today. I don't know. One of the problems with not trying to play these games all at once is that I will often... my mood will shift drastically between episodes, and there will be no real sense of consistency. And I know that's a big problem that I tend to have all the time, is being consistent the way I act in a given episode of any given show, of any given anything, at any point, ever. Consistency is a large problem with the way I do things.
Identify. Cybertronium Sideswipe.
Yeah, what about?
Beware the coming tide of chaos. Your very nature will be tested, and an abyss will present itself to you. Face it with courage, and you will live. Face it with anger, and the fates are not so kind.
Have you been talking to my brother? Because you sound just like him.
That doesn't sound like Sunstringer to me. Sunstringer is about as big-headed as you are, from what I recall. Also wonder if that what that refers to, or if it refers to anything. I've looked at some of the forum posts about this, and they notice some of the stuff the Ferrotaxis says to each individual Autobot as they pass through this area. And we're still not 100% sure what that particular thing relates to in relation to Sideswipe, or if we do, I haven't seen it yet. You know something I love about platformers that this doesn't have, given that it's sort of platforming segment in this game? Drop shadows! And correct me if I'm wrong, but Sideswipe has no shadow, like, at all. Or if he does, it's so absolutely minuscule to the point of invisibility. I guess an overhead view is better than none in this particular case, but still. Hippity hoppity, bippity boppity. And vidoop, I'm on over. One move that I'm having trouble with pulling off on a whim is this one. The timing isn't as natural as I'd like it to be for the move, for my own handling. I just like to be able to go, but it won't let me. I have to be able to time it just right. Just click, click. So I don't end up using it that often. And this move, it's great, but it leaves you kind of open. Although I do like using it anyway, because it reminds me so much of that one move in Transformers Take. So I kind of got used to how it sort of gives you... I mean, it opens up if you're... It opens your flanks up if you need them to be, in case you get, like, ganged up on. Of course, that's not necessarily as big of a problem in this game, since there's the dodge and focus mechanic.
Guys, we might have a problem.
Might?
With the unpredictability of plasma energy, there's a chance that if we blow it up, it'll take half of Earth with it.
Define chance.
My figure's imprecise, but at current calculations, roughly 92.787% chance it will detonate.
You can always trust Wheeljack's numbers.
Okay, don't break the plasma core. Understood.
Because Wheeljack always knows what he's doing. Let's see. But yeah, I'm still technically learning the ropes with this game, and from what I'm told, from what I gather, you're really going to have to need to know the ropes in order to get the most out of this game, like on the higher difficulty settings and whatnot. To unlock, like, the better weapons, to get better stuff done, unlocking challenge modes, missions, and all that stuff, and it's just... In general, I'm just happy with story modes in these type of games. I know they kind of expect you to go out of your way to get more. And, well, yeah. I don't know. It's just, for me, the grinding aspect of these freaking games, I don't like it. I've never have. It's something that sort of bugged me ever since the first Dynasty Warriors Gundam game. It's just like, I played through a lot of Dynasty Warriors Gundam, collected a lot, but I didn't get nearly done with it the first time I was done with it. And then Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2 came out, and I was just like, do I wanna... And then I picked up Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, and then I started all over from scratch in that game. And then at some point or another, I lost all my save files, and there was a Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3, and then Reborn, and I'm just like, I hate grinding! Give me everything I want up front, or don't. And that's just sort of my personal beef with this game, if it ends up doing that, is that I have to go out of my way to grind to get the most out of it. And I'm just like, no! 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 I'm done with that era! Moving on! That point in my life has passed where I'm willing to deal with it. I am Ultra Magnus. I cannot deal with that now, or anymore, or ever again. Not to say that I won't, I just don't want to. If I end up buying this game again on the PC, then I'm going to have to. But even at this point, I'm not even sure.
Looks like I get to go through you.
Kick back. Yeah. Okay, not having much luck against this guy for whatever reason. I may end up having to use items against this guy for some reason. Eat missiles! Oh, great. Midway point. So, oh, yeah. Drop all the Insecticons. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna have to use an item. Should I or shouldn't? I don't know. It's a boss. Fighting all three Insecticlowns at once. This is not good. Chew on this, Scrapnel. You and your stupid lightning powers. Get that stuff off of me. Alright, all that remains is Bombshell. It doesn't really have bombs so much as explosive goo for some reason. But you know, one rush attack ought to do the job. Ought to do the job right. I don't know.
No time to lose. Capture that plasma core. Breaking the crystal shielding and ripping it out.
Yeah, that sounds like a smart idea, given what happened in the show when they tried to work with plasma energy.
That's some serious power. Oh, please. Dude, the shielding is breaking. Almost there.
The core is becoming unstable. It will explode. If this continues, the whole room is likely to explode shortly.
Okay. Well, that was done fast. Okay.
Decepticon property. I will never let you put one rusty finger on it, Optimus.
Rusty? I keep my hands very clean, I'll have you know.
The ship is powered down.
You're the one who needs rust
But if we
treatment.
allow Megatron to retrieve the plasma core before we find it, our victory here will not matter. We must move quickly.
Also, I find that just a little bit odd the way mouth plates move in this game. I know it's kind of the way mouth plates ended up moving depending on which episode of the show we were looking at, but yeah, like I said, I'm all the way up to Chapter 4, so I already have all the special stuff for that. So let's just skip all of this. Your inventory's full. Well, fuck you. Hyperthermal axe. I haven't even bothered to try using that once. Well, stand by. I'm gonna clear this nonsense out. Maybe not worth cutting the... I don't know. Maybe this is gonna be a short episode. I'm really thinking of just changing the formula up a bit, or a lot, actually. Trying to get this... I want to get this game... This... Woo! Yada 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 la la la. No, the thing is, I'm not getting any feedback on this series, which was the big point of contention. It was what I was... It was the only reason I was really doing the game as slow as I was. Just waiting, putting gaps between days to wait to see if I could get any sort of comments on these videos, see what people wanted to see out of the series. 'Cause I thought it would just attract more attention to it, but given that we're 5 parts into this series, like 2 weeks after the fact, since the game came out, I've seriously got... I really started to wonder why I've decided to do this way, since I'm not getting anything back from anyone on anything in this game. So I'm thinking we're going to accelerate this game, get it done as quickly as possible, instead of sitting and waiting on any of it. Because it's October. Honestly, I should be trying to focus on, well, A, getting caught up on other games that I have sitting on standby because of reasons, and hopefully maybe get another game started before the end of the month to hopefully fill in that sort of Halloween quota. I'm not sure. But the point is, things are going to change. Whether anyone who's actually watching this series at all has anything to say about it at this point, because this needs to get done, and I've run out of patience with it. So, anyway, I'm not saying I won't listen to feedback if I actually get it, but at this point, the game needs to... Things need to move forward. Accelerate. Faster. This needs to get done. This needs to get out of the way so I can move back to other projects and do some other games. I don't want to fixate on this game for a month and a half, or perhaps just an entire month, just because it's a new release. I've got other things on my plate. So, RCFS, and I will see you guys next time.